Man, you know how long it's been since I've had my own place where I pay my rent and like, everything's just normal. It's been a few years, and I mean, to maintain and keep it going and everything was an accomplishment to me. I felt like, I was just doing normal shit. To me, it felt like I was doing a lot. You I was just doing normal shit. To me, it felt like I was doing a lot. And I was doing a lot because the maintain life, one person just by yourself, it takes a lot. You gotta work hard, man. You can't just skim by. And that next week, and now when I applied for the job and interviewed and everything like that, I lived literally like 5 minutes from the golf course. And like worst case scenario, if I had to spend $5 or $10 to get a ride on an Uber or something, wouldn't have been that crazy. Now I am probably at least like 25 minutes away. And previously, like I had access to a vehicle if I needed to use it, or, because it was supposed to be my car anyway. That's a long story. But I'm getting, it's just bullshit how they're doing me, really. I mean, and I think it's because I be too nice to people, man. Like, and I just am too like kind of laid back and nonchalant, and I don't speak out. I don't speak up when I should, and I just kind of let people walk all over me. Is what I'm learning, and like, but before I could easily be able to get to that job, no problem. Whether I had to get an Uber real quick or the car, whatever. Now I'm here, and the neighborhood I live in is the neighborhood I lived in when I first moved back. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I used to go live all the time over there and shit when I was trying to get away from here when I first got back. Well, I'm back over in that neighborhood just for a few days. This isn't permanent. And now if I had some money and shit, I could probably be like, hey man, I'll give you $500. Just let me stay for the whole month or something until I fit. But, I don't like feeling like I'm somewhere I'm not wanted. So like basically what I need to do is somehow, I don't know how, what to figure out. Now there's a thing I found on Facebook that is a room for rent situation. Like it's just a dude. He's like that's what I'm saying, man. I knew this shit was bad, bro. Let me try to go over here. There's a dude in on there's a dude in on Facebook. It's got a room for rent, but to move in, I gotta have $750, which isn't bad considering how much it usually costs to move in somewhere. But I don't have that. Like I should have got like $500 today from all the DoorDash and shit I did, and instead I get nothing. And they basically, and what's crazy is like I was thinking like, all right, DoorDashing, but it was her car, technically her car. And the reason why it's that the argument of whose car it is because when we first got it, I couldn't do anything in my name. Like I could put a car in my name now because my license is, everything's good with my license, but I still have to go to the DMV and do to get my actual physical copy of my license. But I pay, the fines are done. The fines are paid and everything's done. I only owed like $300, but anyways, back a few months ago when we got the car, I didn't have that ability. So we put it in his girl's name, and when we got the car, I didn't have that ability. So we put it in his girl's name, and we put it in his girl's name, and that's what it is. Because so it don't matter if whoever's name is on that fucking whose car it is. And it's just not right, because I should at least be given the equivalent to half of it, because we did a bunch of fucking work, man. We did a bunch of work at a house to get that car. Yeah. I used so like when I was first getting in off, I used so like when I was first getting in off dope and shit like that. Yeah. I had some good people in the sober community, but see, now I just kind of stay to myself, and I'm not doing anything. I am sober, so it's like I don't know what you want me to do. Just because, listen, man, this is just pissing me the fuck off, dude. People go through shit, right? Especially somebody like me. This, I have exactly what I have right then and there, and until I get to a better spot, somehow making more money, something happens. Like that's how it's gonna be. To a better spot, somehow making more money, something happens. Like that's how it's gonna be. It's people. A lot of people don't understand how close you are to being right in my situation, bro. Because it takes 1 week of a fucked up paycheck, or 1 week of people. A lot of people don't understand how close you are to being right in my situation, bro. Because it takes 1 week of a fucked up paycheck, or 1 week of something. People. A lot of people don't understand how close you are to being right in my situation, bro. Because it takes 1 week of a fucked up paycheck, or 1 week of something bad happening, and all of a sudden you're 1 week behind, but that 1 week is going to cost you everything. And it happens all the time, man. And the only thing I do is smoke. And I don't care who or what fucking who believes me. Because it's been 5 years since you guys first saw me. But I haven't been on TikTok and saying anything like this shit in over 2 years. But I haven't been on TikTok and saying anything like this shit in over 2 years. I've been living my fucking normal life since I came back to Carolina. Fucking have not, like the first week when I got back, I was trying to leave. Because I didn't want to be here. I did not want to be back here. And I was trying to leave. And that was the only time. Since then, the only thing I do is I post videos being at work. And I post videos about, going and doing shit and having fun and, like stuff. I don't fucking get on and ask for help or for anything. And I haven't even asked for help one single time since I've been on this fucking live. So what are you even talking about? I'm explaining the situation. And yeah, on my thing, it says I need help for a hotel room. And that's because I forgot to fix it. That was last night. I don't need a hotel room. I don't need... See, and you know what's funny? You're calling me a junkie. But even if I was a junkie, how are you any better than me? Look what you're doing. Look, first of all, look, if I was a junkie, how are you any better than me? Look what you're doing. Look, first of all, look at you. That's the first thing. Just look at you. And then look at what you're doing. You're inside somebody's life who you don't know. You never will know. You don't know nothing about me except for it's cool for you to go and talk shit to people and in their lives and shit like that. Like, it doesn't make you look cool. It makes you look like a piece of shit. It's cool for you to go and talk shit to people and in their lives and shit like that. Like, it doesn't make you look cool. It makes you look like a piece of shit. Fuck it. You want to call me a criminal? Yeah, okay. If you look at my record, there's a lot of crimes committed. But look at because I refused to blow because I was just being an asshole to the cop because he pissed me off. I didn't know that they would lock you up for that. But I wasn't even drunk. I had been smoking weed because I was just being an asshole to the cop because he pissed me off. I didn't know that they would lock you up for that. But I wasn't even drunk. I had been smoking weed. And then because of the way I look, my eyes and shit, he gave me a DUI. But anyways, that doesn't matter. And you say, look at my eyes. What is wrong with my eyes? Tell me. Except for the light shining in them and glaring off. There ain't nothing wrong with my eyes, bro. And we've been having this pupil discussion for years. And I even had a fucking doctor make a video. Pupil discussion for years. And I even had a fucking doctor make a video, anything off of a pupil, how somebody's pupils look, because there's many different factors that go into what your pupils look like, and it's not just your pupils. Don't change shape or size only when you're high. I'm the bum, but look at you. Look at you. Yeah, for real. That's what happened to me too. Like, and I should have just blown and showed him I wasn't drinking. But I feel like he still would have got me anyways because I was technically. Yeah, for real. That's what happened to me too. Like, and I should have just blown and showed him I wasn't drinking. But I feel like he still would have got me anyways because I was technically. Yeah, for real. That's what happened to me too. Like, and I should have just blown and showed him I wasn't drinking. But I feel like he still would have got me anyways because I was technically. I know what I'm doing. And you guys that are hating on me are just miserable fucking pieces of shit is what it comes down to. Because I've seen compared to me. I'm not asking. Did I ask for money? Anybody tell me. Did I ask for any money? When did you hear me say, I need money? Now, I know my intro says something about a hotel room. That's because I forgot to fix it from last night. But yeah, and if I'm on here asking for money, this is my platform. This is my live stream. I can do whatever I want. You are on somebody else's post or on somebody else's stream talking shit. Fucking kind of crazy if you ask me. Yeah, that last video was yesterday, was around the same time I did the live about getting a hotel. Look at it. But anyways, I'm going to block you guys because y'all have 0 followers and 0 following and all this crazy shit. So y'all can go ahead and just get blocked because I'm not doing this. I mean, bro. And I remember one time when I was on here like a couple years ago. So, OG Petty. Oh, I'm good. How you doing? And a couple years ago, I had to answer the phone. Supposed to be going to pick up my clothes and shit. But yeah, man, I mean, dude is like, go 6 months without needing help and people will respect you more for that or whatever. And it's like, dude, I've been doing what I'm supposed to be. Why is it so blurry? I've been doing everything. The landlord won't accept partial payments or late payments. So I was like, well, I was like, so you won't accept late payments? And she's like, no. And I was like, well, what does that mean? So you just won't, you're late one time and now I'm getting kicked out? And she's like, yeah, that's how the lease works. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I've never heard of no shit like that, man. And technically the way the lease I had with her, it was different than I had with her. It was different than a normal lease. It's like a week to week lease. And it's not much different, but in South Carolina, they can put stipulations. In South Carolina, they can put stipulations on the lease, you know? So I was supposed to pay rent Friday, and this happened like, I think it was the beginning of June. I was supposed to pay rent on Friday and the electric bill that week. So the times where the electric bills due, instead of it being 175 a week, it's like whatever the electric bill is on top of that. So I think that week it was like $60. My part was $60. Hey Tara, my part was $60. So I was supposed to give her $230 or something like that, whatever it was, 225, something around there, and no, like 235 maybe. Whatever it was, I was short. I didn't have the electric bill part. I had my whole rent amount. I had the whole amount to send her for rent, and I told her I would send the rest tomorrow. And I even sent the rent to her and said, "Hey, sorry, I'll send you the electric tomorrow. I didn't get my check yet," and she didn't say anything. So then the next day, I went to the store and I was checking my account to see a message that I didn't see yet because I guess it's early in the morning. I didn't really check my phone yet. I seen a message from her she had sent previously the previous night saying that she doesn't accept late payments or partial payments. And because the electric is included in the rent, it's so fucking weird because if the electric is included in the rent, then you shouldn't have to pay extra for the electric, but it is. And that's how she has it worded really funny to make it confusing. So basically, the next day I was like, tried to send her back after I got off work. I tried to send it back the whole amount, the 235 or whatever it was, and she sent that back. And I'm like, so what? I didn't even realize what was going on at first. I didn't think she was about to evict me or whatever. And then, so a couple days goes by, and then it wasn't until that following Friday that I found out that she was not accepting my rent anymore and she was trying to evict me. And I was like, what the fuck? I just thought it was crazy as shit. I was like, she can't evict me for that. So I was like, all right, well, we'll just go to court over it. And then I went to jail. I told y'all knew about that. I went to jail for a few, like 13 days or something, and left to be able to respond to the letter and request a court hearing. So that's what I did. Now so I'm like waiting and waiting for this mail to come. Now the landlord lady who owns the house, she also is the person who is like in control of the mailbox because it's a mailbox at the front of the neighborhood that you have to have a key for. There's not just one at everybody's house. You have to check them, little key ones. So she she just brings the mail. The mail will just be at the house. So I'm not even thinking about her being the one who gets the mail and not giving me the mail. So the letter came and went. The day of court came and went. I had no idea we even had court. It was July 23rd. That's my son's birthday. I would have known and remembered that I had court that day. I was never told. I never got the letter, but the courts didn't fucking care. So instead of me getting to argue why I shouldn't be evicted, the judge just ruled in her favor because I wasn't there. And come on, man. It was fucking across the street too, dude. It was literally like I could have walked there with a bad leg. And it was just bullshit that it was. So I tried to do an appeal and they were going to let me do an appeal, but I was going to have to give them like $3,000, like a retainer. They call it paying a bond on the property. So while it's under appeal and I'm still living in the house, she won't be shorted out of any rent money at the end of it. If they decide whatever they decide, there's still money there that was intended for rent. Right. So the next day after that court, I found that out on Friday, which was I can't remember if the 23rd was the Thursday or a Friday. Whatever day it was, I found out Friday that I had what had went on because the cop came and bringing paper, said I had 24 hours to be out. Now, because it was a Friday, that actually gave me until Monday to actually be out. So then that Monday, which was 2 weeks ago, I left and kind of had shit figured out, I thought. But then the person who I was dealing with or whatever, their person got out of jail and they decided to go and do whatever that is. So that put me in a spot yesterday where now I'm kind of fucked because of all that shit. But like last few days ago, Tuesday I think it was, I interviewed for like my dream job, fucking at the golf course at a. It's not the same course that I worked at before when I left to go to Ohio, but they're owned by the same company. Right now I'm at one of my buddy's houses. He's let me stay here for days at least. And then I really want to try to get this room that's rented because it's actually really close to where my new job's going to be, because I've come to a conclusion that like I can't do this hard ass landscaping shit. Like working at the golf course is different because a lot of it is knowledge based shit. It's not like you're just out there busting your ass and it's all physical. I just can't do it, man. My leg is not okay. Of course I'll be able to still be productive, but it won't be dependent totally on me physical labor. And don't get me wrong, I love doing landscaping work. That's why I started doing it when I've done it my whole life. But I can't. It's like I just physically can't do it anymore. And that's hard thing to come to terms with. That I used to be in really good shape and fucking playing basketball all the time and like doing shit like but I can't anymore, and it sucks, dude. Like it really sucks. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I mean, considering what I'm dealing with right now, and like it's kind of sucks, but I was talking to the dude that's the guy that's letting me stay here for a couple nights, and it's like one of those things where it's like you got to look at it in a positive way because everything happens for a reason, and the reason break, man, like I mean, I'm saying, dude, like I have worked my way out of bullshit. Y'all have seen me go from completely fucked in the rock bottom, drinking at a hotel, not doing shit, to come out of that and get back to my normal self again and have my own place. I'm paying my own rent. I'm doing my own thing. Everything was cool. And it just takes one thing, man. And then like everything is just thrown off track. Like right now, I don't have any money to even buy food but I just worked like 60 hours door dashing my fucking ass off. Like I wasn't even going home to sleep, man. I was just crashing. I was just sleeping in the car for a few hours and then doing it all over again. And then yesterday I get fucked. I get basically just left and stuck. And now I'm fighting to get my own clothes back. And, like I'm I'm at a house. But this ain't my house, There ain't like, and then he's a single dude. Like he fucking probably eats out every night. There ain't no food in the house to eat or cook or nothing like that. And he is a veteran who's on like his veteran money, shit like that. So he's broke until he gets his check, which is in like 2 weeks. And then, I get a little check coming here in the next like 2 weeks. But like right now I'm fucking fucked, dude. Like I got a little bit of bud. And that's the only reason I got that is because yesterday when I got left at the store, the girl that works at the store, I'm friends with her, like we go and I talk. She's Jamaican and she's cool as fuck. And I was talking to her, telling her what was going on and shit like that. And, she felt bad and gave me like a slice of pizza because they make pizza at that store. Give me like a slice of pizza and a drink, and then probably like an 8 of Bud. And I was like, hell yeah, thank you so much. And so that's the only reason I got that. And I'm trying to sell some of that to fucking get something to eat, man. But, and it's just crazy how you can go, how shit can change so drastically over the course of just a day or two. You know, because 2 nights ago, I was on live delivering food, fucking enjoying myself. Not even worry about shit at the time. Oh, nah. I knew that's what... I'm surprised you're the first person to say that, actually. But nah, that's not what happened. I was smoking a blunt, and I was lighting it, and the lighter I was using, you know, I kept it there for a minute. Like, you know how you just hold the lighter to the blunt, like light it that way instead of putting it in your mouth and lighting it. I was sitting there holding the lighter to it and getting it lit. And for whatever reason, like, my brain fucking malfunctioned whenever I stopped. I hit the blunt, you know, make sure it was lit. And then I'm just sitting there and like, and then I fucking lighter and like went to hit it like it was my vape. And man, that shit burnt my fucking lip bad. Hitting the bubble, your fucking lip's nowhere near where it gets hot. So that doesn't even make any sense. Now, if it was like a stem or something like that, I could see that happening. Like, but you're not going to burn yourself on a bubble. You're not going to burn your lip on a bubble. Really, you ain't going to burn your lip on anything DRUG wise if you're doing that shit, right? Anytime you know how many times I've had little things on my lip like that? Like 3 or 4 times. And most of the time that was from holding a cigarette in my mouth for a minute and doing something and then going to take the cigarette out of my mouth and it like rips a piece of your skin off of your lip. That's usually why I'll have that thing. And it's been like probably 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I mean, I've done that too, man. Went to try to hit the cigarette the backwards or something like that. And went to try to hit the cigarette the backwards or something like that. But have you all ever had a cigarette like hanging out your mouth like that and then you go to take it out and it's like fucking stuck and it rips the skin off? I remember that's happened to me like so many times in my life. But just in the last couple of years, I remember there being like a handful of times of me having to be like, that's not what it looks like. It's from a cigarette. But I mean, that honestly is from a fucking lighter, dude. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. Like, I sat here and fucking came up with this crazy story. Supposed to say, like, I sat here and fucking came up with this crazy story. You know, I mean, nobody ever thinks to think like, nobody ever thinks to think like, maybe dude is fucking really trying, man. He can't catch a fucking good hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel, man. I just feel like I'd be somebody who gets the shit end of the stick for there to be a not shit end of the stick. Plain and simple. I mean, yeah. I mean, I still have a problem with acne and shit like that as an adult, man. Like, and I have a problem of like scratching it like this. Like, I get like a pimple right there, and then I just have a habit of like scratching it, thinking it's gonna make it go away or something. Like, I don't know why I even do it. It's like a non. I'm not even. It's like an unconscious decision, you know, or action or something. You know, and I just fucking do it, and then next thing you know, I got a fucking a fucking red bump and shit, and then people are like saying that I'm an addict. Now, don't get me wrong. I have a fucking checkered past, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been to jail a lot. Yeah, you don't even really realize you're doing it. And like, then I'll realize it and I'll be like, oh shit, how long have I been doing this shit? But I mean, I've been to jail. I've been homeless and fucking strung out and fucking, at my worst, at anybody's worst, like it couldn't get no worse than where I was, except if I was dead. And, like I feel like if it was the other way around and I was watching somebody, if I was watching me from somebody else's perspective or from somebody else's view, but I had my same morals and my same opinions as I do, but I was watching me, exactly. I still feel like I would be like, well, shit, man, considering all that shit, like, this dude fucking 7 years ago was living in a fucking tent, like fucking giving up on life, like, completely giving up on life and fucking, it seems like he's doing a little bit better now, shit, like, at least he had a house to fucking lose. At least, at least he had shit to lose, like, at this point now, like, got to be trying in some way because you get to a point where it's like, how do you think, y'all think that I've been, so according to some of y'all, I've never been clean. I've never not used. I've been using the whole time. I've been strung out just like I was before the whole time. But my thing is like, that must be pretty good because I don't know anybody who goes from being strung the fuck out and homeless to losing their leg and spending a year like in the hospital, really not fucking progressing anywhere, to coming out of the hospital and then all of a sudden like still being an addict, still being an active addiction, but progress in life instead of degress. Now, I've had times like I'm going through one right now where I'm being knocked back a little bit, but that doesn't mean that I'm doing drugs. That means that it's fucking life, man. And I am myself. I don't have a single person, not one person to call and be like, dude, fucking, I need help. I don't. Like I have, and it's not because I fuck people over. It's not because I'm a piece of shit. It's because I just don't have those type of relationships with people anymore. Now I do, I'm lying, I guess. I do have, if it really came down to it and they really knew I was being like straight up and I was serious about whatever, they would definitely help me out. I got like two solid real motherfuckers that I wouldn't even call in a situation like this. I'm not even trying to put like stress on them over this right here. Now, if I was in a situation like I was when I was stuck in Columbus and in the downtown Columbus, Ohio, and didn't know nobody and it's fucking freezing cold and I'm fucking like stuck, okay. And when I hit him up, he was like, yeah, come on. Fucking, he helped me. He paid the rest on my bus ticket and got me here. And what have I asked for? Tell me. All right. Tell me what I've asked for. What am I begging for? On my fucking, and yeah, I would. If I want to get on my TikTok account and ask my supporters or my haters, I feel like if somebody's going through something, man, and they're a little bit short on money, or they're in a situation where they need yeah, that dude. I know somebody just got sentenced for somebody that just got sentenced for selling something to somebody. But like, yeah, that dude. I know somebody just got sentenced for somebody that just got sentenced for selling something to somebody. But like a baby, like fucking, let's just say if this is like a baby whatever, I can't think of something. Most humans do. Same person 5 years as today. You never change. You're on here because you need money for your addiction. Hey, bro, I'm sorry if that's how you feel, but that's how you feel, man. That's on you, man. And I'm not even asking for money, dude. That thing in the front of my fucking video, at the front of this live, I was talking about a room yesterday. And that's because I was panicking like a motherfucker, dude. And I didn't I didn't know what to do. So I'm like trying to figure out, okay, because a few people owe me some money and stuff like that, especially for some work that I've done, shit like that. I'm trying to think like, man, who can I call? What can I do? And like, so I was just like, fuck, I'm going to get on live. And I was using my other phone to try to call other people. Then I got fucking banned off live. See, that's the problem. You don't know me, bro. Like, and you're saying I'm emaciated? Dude, I'm 6'2" and I weigh damn near like probably at this point, like it's so hot right now, and it's been so hot this whole fucking summer, dude. There hasn't been a break. And yeah, I've lost like had extra like water weight and bullshit that you gain whenever you're, and I'm not even, my normal weight is like 205. I'm still above my normal weight. My cheeks are not sunken in, dude. I'm still, if you look at I'm still considered overweight technically in my fucking, for my height. But I mean, I've lost weight. That's because I'm active and I do shit. Now, and you could do the same thing. If you didn't do shit and you just fucking sat around for a year and drank alcohol and ate shitty food, you would bloat up too, man. And then go from doing that to like eating healthy. Like I eat fruit and salad and shit every day. I don't fucking eat a lot of junk food. I don't eat any junk food, you know, but my eating is healthier and I'm active. I do shit physically every day. You're gonna lose weight. I have fast metabolism. Like my weight fluctuates really quickly, like really easily. Like some people can do everything that they fucking can try, and their weight won't fluctuate, whether it's going up or going down. You know, and dude, whatever, bro. I'm not even tripping. I'm glad. That's cool that you think that, man. But see, I know who the idiot is right now. Who looks the stupid one is you. It's not me, because I know what I'm doing. That's it. And I haven't done any opiate or anything. I haven't done an opiate or anything like that since 2020. Now, there's been some other shit that I have taken in, but nothing like close to that. Like I'm talking about, like I've ate some shroom. I did some of the things that's like LSD. That I mean, you know, there's been a few little things like that, but like I have not put a needle nowhere near my body except at the doctor's when the doctor does it, and I don't do that shit anymore. I don't know what you want me to say. No, I don't. I just did that. I just did the time for that, gizmo. Weirdo. Like, if you know what you're talking about, you should know what you're talking about. Go look me up on the Horry County Clerk of Court. I just got out of jail July 2nd. I did 2 weeks because of that. I've had that warrant since December of 2024. And it shouldn't even have been that. It should have been like, I just was, man, that night was the worst night for me to get pulled over, dude. Like, I was fucking really not in a good mind frame. And I had just went to the liquor store and I drank one shot of Fireball, because the liquor store was literally like 1,000 yards from my house, if that. So what I did is I drove from my house to the pizza place, and I went to the pizza place and picked up the food, and then I was coming back. And when I was coming back, I stopped at the fucking liquor store. And then when I was turning into my neighborhood, right before I was turning into my neighborhood, I took a swig of the Fireball. That was the first bit of alcohol I had all day. Took a swig of it. And then right as I'm doing that, the fucking police surrounded me. And what happened was they actually had the wrong car. Like they had the wrong person. Like initially when they stopped me, they thought I was somebody else. And then like they ran down on me with their GUNs and shit. I don't know what I can say on here. They ran down on me with them on them and shit like that. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? What's going on? And then the one cop was like, it's not him. It's not him. And I'm like, what the fuck? But the other cop was already like in my face. And I'm pretty sure like he might have seen, maybe he saw like the Fireball, something made him like just not like me. And he was like, you been drinking? Dude, I had just took a sip of that shit. And I was like, nah. It's been forever since. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Going through a little bit of a bullshit time with my with my living situation, but I'll get through it. Why are you here if you don't like me? Yeah, for real. Why? Because that, you know what that says, and you can ask anybody. Ask like real famous people. Ask like you doing what you're doing, you know, or talk shit about, like, who cares, man? Let them do what they're doing. It's none of your business. It doesn't affect you at all. You just keep rolling. It doesn't make any sense to me, and it makes you look like such a chump, dude. Especially when it's a dude doing it, man. Come on, bro. Like, your girl might be watching this shit, dude. She's watching jock me all night. Like, it's fucking weird. It is weird. I don't care what anybody says. Why would you? A wise man once said, and this is a quote you can look, is you really don't got a life, because if somebody who's like owning their own business and like successful and like enjoying their family and like they got little kids, they're going to be on here way fucking time that they could be like making money with their business or playing with their kids or some shit, or enjoying their like fucking toys because they got jet skis and shit because they got a good job. You look like you watch the Rangers until fucking Judge Judy comes on, and then you watch Judge Judy until you see me get on live. It's fucking weird, bro. Very fucking weird. You be in that motherfucker, damn. You be in that bitch Power Ranger and shit, man. I seen it before. I seen the videos you make. Oh, y'all probably, you probably the dudes that used to run up to me at the fucking store and ask me for a fucking picture and shit. Fucking weirdos. At least I can spell. I mean, what are you saying? We all know what that is. Who's rambling, bro? I'm talking, and what I'm saying makes sense. It's not like I'm repeating myself. It's not like I'm saying stupid shit. What I'm saying is fucking facts, bro. And I can talk. That's how you know that you're probably a very simple-minded person, because you think that somebody who is articulated and put words together and can speak for a minute is rambling. Because I talk and I can keep talking. You probably have to write the shit down for yourself to be able to express your thoughts that you have in your head, right? Probably. If you were going to give a speech, would you write it down and then read it? Because you probably don't have the capacity inside of your brain to just do it naturally. Not too many people can just fucking talk and keep making sense for a long time. A lot of people sound stupid and they start repeating themselves, or they start saying like that. Like, see, now that's what you're doing. You're trying to fill in the gaps because you don't know what to say. So you're just have another one line. Like, I mean, dude, come on, bro. You are embarrassing the shit out of yourself right now, bro. Like, for real. Everybody in here, except for yourself and the other fake person, thinks you're weird. If anything at all, they think that you're weird. Here, except for yourself and the other fake person, thinks you're weird. If anything at all, they think that you're weird. And the fact that y'all, I will go months. Dude, I haven't gone live from in almost 2 years. I didn't go live for almost 2 fucking years, dude. And the first night that I got on live trying to talk to somebody, or just trying to talk to everybody and see what's up, I had all the haters right in there, fucking the first ones in there, dude. And it's been almost 2 years, and y'all still probably got me on notifications so you see when I go live. That is weird. No, but see, the thing is I'm not doing anything near like what you're doing. You're embarrassing yourself because you don't look like a man, and you look like a little bitch baby boy who's trying to fucking impress his friends, and you really look like a clown. You know what I'm saying? So, what one guy knocked me out? Hold up. Who is it? Hold up. Who is it?